sleep.
Oh,
You were
nice
video on your queer.
Sit down.
Guys, sit down.
You guys.
Hey. Sit. David, sit down. David,
Stop.
No.
You guys gonna make me puddle up here.
Don't
Everybody
read it now.
sign
You
it.
don't have to read all that.
Yeah, don't read it now.
Just the first 20 pages. Where's Andy's signature?
It's a novel.
It is about 20 pages.
Try to do that. You got that Stan Atkinson.
Jacob, Heidi, David,
No, where's the best one? That's the best one.
Chet,
Go put him away.
Mrs. Chrissy, Marianne, and Pat. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, let's just tell them who did sign it. Yeah. Marianne made that whole thing.
Marianne did that.
Marianne did the whole thing.
Matt,
Marianne did the whole thing. Dad, you got married to the whole thing. Come on, doesn't say it. Marianne did the whole thing. Joe, what made this up? Marianne did.
Everybody wrote.
Who made this up?
Everybody.
Kids gotta spell something on it.
Hey, Joe. Who wrote this?
Marianne did it all, yeah?
Everybody wrote it. I just
Marianne
copied
did
it
the whole
over.
thing. Say, hey, sit down. You sit down, okay?
I want to sit down, you guys.
Sit down, you guys. Sit down. A little bit. Like Barney said. Break it out, break it out.
Dad, you know, I want to sit too.
I gotta read the first part, right?
Yeah, you
Oh, you don't have to read any of that.
We remember Sunday drives, especially Bowling Lake. We'll never forget that one. Bowling Lake, that was something.
I forgot about Bowling.
Must have had about 4 extra kids in the car.
Billington was there.
We never had no
Billington was there. Yeah, he was there.
Drinking water on a Dad's cup hand over the wash tray.
Eric and
Right out of the garden hose. Walking to Marconi Market, a very young child. Coming back with a popsicle.
With their diapers hanging down to here.
Yeah, way down.
Marianne made the whole thing, Dad.
Riding on Dad's
I didn't
shoulders
write it
with my
all.
fingers locked across the forehead, my chin resting on his head. That's when I had hair.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, man. Eating a sack of potatoes after a bath or shower. Squeezing into Mom's, Dad in bed, and never once being told to go back to my own bed.
I was told to go back.
It was too
He's the one who's calling my face and went back all the time.
Oh, you all you did.
What? Watching Batman and Get Smart with Dad. Sitting on the toy box with Dad's arm around me. I don't remember that. Oh, Matt wrote that one. Sitting around the kitchen table.
Make a little bit of press of this thing.
Kitchen ice cream and watching his dad
I'm in a
laugh
town.
talk with his brother.
He's afraid I forget who he was.
Grandma, nobody likes him. Dad's talking to Mark. Watching Dad ritually turning the dirt over in the flower beds. Yeah.
Some is real funny. Does that mean I gotta spade the dirt?
I knew it was Sunday, right?
Watching Dad sneak into the house after work, trying to catch Mom off guard. I still do that once in a while.
Mom always finds you.
You still do all these things all the time. That's what's so funny. Yeah.
The best part is watching Mommy fall apart when I
Too
Yeah,
cool.
well, after one time I snuck up to her and asked her if she had any funny books. She said no.
Yeah, I gotta show you. So we got different chapters. This is all I remember. These are all things that everybody wrote about what they remembered.
Get the jokes. Go to the jokes.
Here's our
Jokes can say it in 2 hours.
Jokes! I thought that was a secret.
He just said this to me 5 minutes ago.
What?
It rains more in the mountains than it does in the summer, so if you don't want to ride your bike to work, you can always take your lunch. It's more of the summer that if you don't want to ride your bike, you want to take your lunch.
George's pickering spice. Oh, yeah. Pickering spice. In reference to a fly or a bug in your food, well, don't eat much.
I remember that.
A restaurant cook.
This is Louis.
Oh, that's terrible.
Talking about those sack jokes. You got one finger on his nose and one on his
Louis made me put it in.
Dad magazine.
Who's the famous one?
I don't remember saying that.
Never said that.
What?
Should have raised sheep.
You're as the list.
Yeah, you should put the rest in there. At least I can sell the wool.
Sit down, Dinah.
Hey.
What's that?
Dog. Oh, yeah. That's the only answer I can give him.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my God! I learned that in the bar business.
What's
Thanks
that?
for leaving. Thanks. Nice to see you go. It's a pleasure to say goodbye to you.
You used to always tell my friends that. Remember that? These guys used to come and work. Oh yeah, these guys used to come and hang on the
Dad's
stove.
popping out in the whole thing. I never said that.
Oh no, those are prayers. They got the Italian prayers Dad taught us all as children. Copy di cazzi, eh? Terrible.
Remember Billy used to say that.
I'm one of the only people who knew what that meant.
Told me what it meant. I just found a couple of years ago.
I know what it means.
The voice doesn't know.
What?
I had to explain it.
What?
I know what
We
it
didn't know
is.
how to spell it, but we figured you'd get the hint.
Where did it? I know.
What was that mean?
Dad has always been eager for us to learn a foreign language. Shoot 'em up high and fly lights.
Maybe one of the girls had it. I don't know.
Oh, there's my old joke. I bet you guys forgot this one. Railroad crossing, look out for the cars. Can you spell without any R's?
We had a whole car full of dumb little kids trying to figure it out. But I had it down, and Chris had it down too, I think. Did you have that one, Chris? Ted did.
That was yeah, that's what you want.
So you must have told her too.
But did you tell George that?
I'm trying to have
Georgie's trying.
I didn't do this.
Oh.
I'd be eating a candy bar or anything, and Dad would say, "Let me see that." I think there's a bug in it or something. Then he'd take a big bite out of it.
You can't lie about that one. You did that one the other day. Oh.
I remember. I was always eating candy bars.
You gotta show
Yeah,
it.
full of what?
Imitation of a Chinese man driving a produce truck.
With a standard transmission.
You remember that? Remember he leave the.
Oh, he had the bad clutch.
Remember he'd shift from first to second and leave the gas down. Remember that?
You may not survive a 3-day weekend.
Everything.
Dad, give me a free money that I have on the other page.
Box of Lexington, so when she's hitting us, Dad had a story that made us laugh. He says, a little boy came running into the house crying, "Mommy, Mommy, Sammy hit me." The mother answered, "So what? He didn't hit me."
I was like, so what?
Whose was that?
Somebody didn't it?
What?
What?
Tell him we can't watch it.
Dad's giving
Look
all,
at Teresa put it.
giving all my family secrets.
I know.
I change my underwear every 6 months whether they need it or not.
Teresa.
Teresa said that?
You should have
You say that one every day.
That's what inspired her sport shorts.
You also put it in Mom's hand.
Oh, I never did this. No, I never did that.
What?
Tell them a bare-bottom baby. I said, "You want your picture taken?" No, I never. I didn't do that.
Who did get out like that? Or some used to call Roscoe.
Who put that one in?
You see,
I'll get the babies after they had a bath.
That's
Smile.
right.
Smile. Louis said you used to do it with chickens too when you're cutting them.
Girls family, don't forget.
That's true.
I know. That's what I was thinking when I was writing this. Those are really disgusting people.
I have nobody in public.
I still boggle mine to that.
I don't know how to do it.
I know how to do it. So he's
I swear to God, I still do that. I know, but they do.
We forgot a lot, I think.
One time. Magic. Hocus pocus apparatus. There you go. Oh my God. Let me see. Reference to the time spent around the kitchen table. You just gotta have the boarding house reach. You guys remember that?
That's right. Boarding house reach.
Words of wisdom. I even had those.
Words of wisdom. Keep your nose. You used to have some words of wisdom, Dad.
Mommy is the heart of the family. Yep.
Oh, you used to tell us that all the time.
Mom.
Still does.
You say I get
Your mother is your best friend you'll ever have.
Look, I just
No, me, you.
You always say that.
You're right, it's not true, Mom. It's not true. You're right.
Everybody gave me their
You
favorite.
got your health, you got everything.
See that everybody wrote out a thing and I copied it over.
Oh, let's look at the encyclopedia. Oh, this is the greatest wisdom I had of all. Never eat spaghetti with a white shirt on.
That's Billy.
With the white shirt on.
You always wear a red shirt.
I still think my shirt up on each
Jeff says this is a good one, Jeff. I like this one. I said this
You
one.
said that to Jeff.
As long as you have potatoes and toilet paper, you're doing okay.
He told me that.
Yeah, I know, it's all his
Lori,
fault.
I said this to Lori.
You always...
Never salt the meat while it's cooking. I said that. Did I say that, Lori?
Only about, what, 25,
Talk a lot. I
30?
got a big mouth.
He told me
George and
that.
Kit and Matt all put that same one in. All the boys had the same type of
You know, Louis, I gave Louis some advice. He said, give the boss a good 8 hours. And Louis always did, too.
He told us we all
The
been
next three,
Give him 8 hours.
the next 3 are all together.
Okay.
Oh, this is the wisdom I try to tell the kids. Fight with your friends instead of your family.
Yeah. And your friends.
You got the whole world to fight with. Don't fight with each other. Matt, remember that, huh, Matt? You want to fight? Join the army. Remember that.
George, you guys all the same.
told me that. This is something I still say. Eat twice as much as you ever have.
What?
Something you say.
Chrissy, when you grind hamburger, don't use your fingers.
You told me that. You told me that. Over in Jiffy Mart, y'all used to say, don't put down your fingers.
Words of wisdom. Words to live by.
I didn't listen to you. You didn't hear
Enjoy your grandparents while you have them.
I hardly remember that.
I do, and my kids do too.
You shoot that at me.
Philip remembers one. Which one? You're as good as you want to be. Don't you ever forget that, Philip. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. Oh, Matt remembered this one.
Yep.
The less you talk, the less you reveal how stupid you are.
That's right. It works. It's not good at the top. As long as you sit there and stand like that.
Listen to Elizabeth. Every time I ask Dad a question, he always gives me a very good answer and makes sure I understand. Of course, I tell you to go see the encyclopedias too. I don't think you kids listen to that much. The best part of going on vacation is coming home.
I think everybody in the family feels that way too.
It's true, I do.
Ted remembers this one, huh? In reference to raising children, let it go, they grow up too fast.
Yeah? Well, that's right.
Don't say boo.
Phil, don't say boo.
That kind of
Don't
comes
say
along
boo,
with
Phil. Yeah,
Lori remembers this one. Take it one day at a time. Lori. You kids have got to stick together. That's something I told you. My uncle told me that years ago. He told me, he says, when you got one in the family, I talked to Grandpa about it. He said, one, you got one in the family, you can bend them. 2 is a little harder to bend. 3 is harder. 4, harder yet. 5, you don't bend them. That's why you got to stick together. Right. And 6. The loudmouth always gets the blame. Boy, how true that is. Did I say that, Matt?
I've always known it. I always got the blame.
I've been the one. I thought,
Loudmouth always gets the blame.
that was me too. Oh, well,
This is something that Mommy and I have learned over the years. Enjoy your kids while they're at home. Oh, how true.
And
You said it. You said
I
it.
said that.
You said all this, Dad. Believe it or not.
Georgie says, the customer's always right. That's true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jiffy Mart.
Even when they're wrong.
Even though they're wrong, they're
While
right.
they're stealing the candy bars from you and stuff. Oh, yeah. You're right. They used to steal those all the time.
Oh, Lori remembers this one, huh? Do what you have to do and don't let anyone else run the show.
Is that yours, Lori? Is that a no different spelling for Lori's?
Matt says, always be a gentleman. That's true.
He doesn't live by it though.
Show a lot of class, that's it.
Let's do it, Matt.
Uh-oh, I said this too. Marlon Perkins is a great man. He let somebody else wrestle the alligator.
Safety's distance.
He said, I gotta go get the boat, but you wrestle the alligator for a while.
Oh, wait, here in the safety of the Jeep.
I gotta change.
Wrestling the alligator.
I gotta change this one. I said, always have a dime in your pocket for a phone call. Now it's 20 cents.
I found, you won't want to put his on.
Oh, this don't work.
this goes along.
When you dirty a pot, wash it out. It doesn't work.
Oh, man, that's all I ever hear.
You can read through here now.
I didn't think you kids remember all that stuff. All these years I've been talking and talking, and I didn't think anybody listened to me.
You weren't listening to the grandchildren, Dad. You got other.
Oh, I got the grandchildren now.
Wait, no, that's not. That's us. Let's get past that. You can read that later. Here's about some of our
Excuse me
favorites.
just a minute. I gotta do something very important right now. This is what happens to you when you get 60 years old.
60. Oh,
Your eyes and your nose start running. Part of summer evenings in Hillswood was baseball. Dad and I especially played it. At Maryland High School with Dad and Jack Vining. One day Dad was hitting fly balls to Jack and me. A pop-up was hit and I got under it. Confident that I would make the catch. The ball came straight down, hitting me on the forehead, knocking me flat on my back.
Where's Louie?
Dad started to run over to me.
Come on,
As luck would have it, Dad found a waterlogged baseball laying in the grass. It had been there for months. It was black, the cover torn off, and strings hanging on. Dad walked up to me, pulled the ball out, and pulled the ball he had found out of his back pocket and said, "Look what you did to the ball."
Remember that? you came up, I was laying on the ground,
You know, hard hit.
and you pulled his ball in your back where you looked at the ball, and the ball is straight over the
You forgot all the...
It happened
I'll never forget. It was great.
For Thanksgiving, and I got home late, and Dad was already in bed. I was a little hurt that Dad didn't wait up. The next morning, I was awakened by a big warm hand squeezing my face, and Dad's smiling face welcomed me home. He no longer felt hurt. Yeah, that's great.
Dad, you don't have to.
When
Oh, this is Billy's is funny. Read
This is
Billy.
Billy's, okay.
This is Billy.
When we went to Dillon Beach in 1981, I locked the keys. Oh my God! I locked the keys in the car. We were going to the pier, and Dad told me to lock the car. Well, I got out and closed the back door, and then I got back.
No, then I went to the side door.
Then I went to the side door to get my jacket. Next thing I knew, I was outside looking in, and the keys. At the keys.
Billy.
Oh my God, Dad.
You weren't there.
He taught me some new Italian cuss words. Hope you don't remember them.
Obviously we did.
And with the wonder of a coat hanger, got the keys. I had gotten the impression that he was arguing with me, and I was right. But instead of scolding, he bought me a Babe Ruth bar.
Baby Ruth.
Babe Ruth bar. Well, it was a Milky Way, Snickers. No, it was a Butterfinger, because Butterfingers and Baby Ruth are made by the same company.
Billy likes to ramble.
You know when you got some intention, you want to keep it.
This is Chrissy's. I think I love coffee because of the way I was introduced to it. Sitting on Dad's lap with a piece of French bread and butter and dipping into Dad's huge cup of coffee. That company and that sweet hot coffee. It was a great way to start the day. Yeah, you forgot the Chrissy.
Isn't that nice? Yeah.
It was stale bread all the time. Remember that? I couldn't eat it any other way. I had to drink coffee. This stuff was like a rock.
Yeah, but if I have to soak in it for a while.
If Mommy didn't use it for meatballs, we had to dip it in coffee.
Dad, you don't really have to read all these now. Maybe you want to read them.
Oh, I need it.
Like the grandchildren.
If you want to, it's up to you.
For real.
Yeah, it's real good.
This is
And the grandchildren.
This is Georgie's Lori. I remember when Dad and I were out in the orchard on May 25th, 1975, and I said, Dad, I have something to tell you. Oh, I remember that day. I have something to tell you. And you said in your calm way as usual, what? I said, George and I got married. What a warm response I got. Dad said, welcome to the family, Lori, with a big quick hug. Son of God. I remember that. Where was Georgie though? I couldn't find him.
Georgie was locked in the bathroom.
He don't want to talk.
That's right.
Yeah, Lord. Her dad was really nice that day.
He said, it's okay, everything's gonna be all right. You're probably wondering, where's he gonna get a job?
That's right.
I went to work for a chicken outfit.
He'll still find one.
It wasn't chicken outfit. She wasn't the It wasn't chicken outfit.
Elizabeth, my favorite memory of the way Dad
Never
came.
Philip.
Oh, it's Philip.
Philip.
I guess you could say that my favorite memories are the days when I would wait outside for Dad to come home from work. I would wait because Dad used to bring me home something from work every time I would ask him to.
Every time I
I always
ask
say, we're not gonna send him home, Philip.
I don't call that spoil, I call it just being
Dang.
one heck of a dad. Yeah, that's nice.
Hey, Joey,
That's a nice thing to say,
You messed up, yeah.
My favorite, this is Elizabeth. My favorite memory is the day Dad came home from his operation.
The hernia operation.
Oh, yeah.
He
I
forgot.
didn't know he was home until I walked into the front door and I saw him sitting at the table. I was so happy I almost started to cry. I missed him so much. Yeah, that's nice. Thank
Isn't
you
that
very
nice? You
much.
wrote that all by yourself, Dad.
Oh, this is Patrick. As a new struggling salesman working for John Sexton. Oh, good
Honey,
old
just
John
a minute,
Sexton. John Sexton Company.
Oh, yeah. This has been edited.
I can never call on Bill and say after waiting a very liberal,
After
writing a very liberal weekly order, Bill would usually add on 5 cases of a commodity product as I would be leaving. His weekly comment was, Lisa needs some new shoes.
That's great.
10 years later, and realizing a successful career in the same business, Lisa had more shoes than she can wear. I always appreciate where that first pair came from. You still got the same pair?
Why don't you take that? Yeah, Patrick later.
Ah, no, okay.
Oh, why don't you give it to me?
Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, Lori says nice things. We ain't just know Dad, but usually he doesn't make. He's been like a second Lori, really a first brother. Thank you, Lori.
That's Teddy's, Lori.
It's a nice thing to say.
Oh, I'm not letting that
She's in the kitchen.
Where's yours?
Mary Ann.
Oh.
The day after Lisa was sitting up in a hospital bed, I heard the door to my room squeak. As I glanced up, I was met by Dad's grinning face through the slightly open door. I remember smiling back at him. As he pretended to tiptoe in, he had something behind his back, which he quickly placed under my bedspread. As I uncovered the foil wrap package, I wasn't sure what it was. I began to unwrap it and smelled a familiar aroma. Dad had smuggled into the hospital a salami sandwich. How about that? Salami sandwich.
I remember that. Dad's only comment was, I bet they don't feed you too good around here. Big salami sandwich in the sack of my not even cut in half, wrapped in foil. I ate it right there.
My hands clean?
No, thank you.
Well, who knows about that?
Oh yeah, here's Georgie. My favorite memory would have to be playing pepper on the front lawn or chasing fly balls at the park. Georgie, get on your horse. Oh yeah, I still say that.
Oh, yeah.
I was supposed to get to the major leagues. I still might do it. I might have to buy the Giants. That's all right, Georgie. Give it a good shot, George.
That's good.
Buy the Giants. Give me a will. One of these days you will.
Wait another year.
Lisa, Jeff can't eat it now.
Cheaper. Teresa, I remember how worried Dad was when Mom was pregnant with Elizabeth. But I'll never forget the night she was born. When Dad walked up to the door after 3 a.m. after Elizabeth's safe arrival, he was a different man. He suddenly looked 10 years younger. Man, that's so did Monty.
Good again, fly.
You were 20 years younger.
It's all making sense now, isn't it?
His patient back
Soccer
and
and
forth
foreign
the
play.
family room over and kept repeating, she's beautiful. She's just beautiful. She just looks like a little Cupid doll. But my mom's all right too.
We didn't care about Elizabeth. We cared about that 10 years for every kid that make kids negative 40.
Just like she was Dad's first child. such a relief to see Dad happy again. Oh man. This is Ted. I remember going to work with Dad at the Sacramento Inn. I remember getting into the cold car early in the morning. It was a '56 Chevy. What was that? That's the one that had the bullet holes in the window. Looked like somebody shot at it.
You know Green Hornet?
Yeah, that was that old car Mr. Melville gave me.
Yeah, the hunting car.
Green Hornet, that's the one.
That's the one that he used to haul his dogs around when he went hunting.
Smelled like
That
it.
thing. The car would stall and hesitate, and Dad would talk to the car, and of course it sounded like his nose is plugged up. That's right. I used to call that car the Green Hornet. That's right.
Say it first. Come on,
I can't.
No, we didn't just let him along. You can't say it. What do you say?
Tell us, Teddy.
George does.
Yeah, right, I remember that.
Here's what you sound like. Come on, Noonie.
Back in the storeroom. Oh yeah, we used to eat them by the ice cream freezer.
Yeah, but I always ate there. Everybody ate there.
Frank Nishioka would bring you guys ice cream all the time.
Yeah.
Jeff.
It's a good one.
I used to go back there and eat.
Come on, Noonie.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember the day I met Bill. I almost didn't meet him at all because of the bad news I had to bring him. I had somehow managed to smash his car in the garage door. I did. I went to the Sacramento Inn to tell him what had happened at the first meet him. I expected to be punched in the nose, yelled at or sued. To my surprise, he was very understanding and says, don't worry about it. We're insured. Accidents happen. I knew then that this man would make a good father-in-law. I was right. P.S. Chris was driving the car.
That's good, Jeff.
I couldn't take it, Dad. He had to.
His dad was driving the car.
That's great.
He was driving. I forgot all about that.
He didn't believe I didn't know how to drive. I tried to tell him I can't drive. He said, sure, I know how to drive.
This
I said, sure you do. And then, man.
$100 million.
You look loud.
Dad, he believed me.
Now that we're grown.
You believe me?
I didn't see that one.
You're not Billy, no. Billy and Phil did.
You can add one to your.
Different perspective.
This is it.
Different homes, different
Why
perspective.
don't you read these along? Why don't you read some of the great? They all right.
In the summer, he likes to barbecue and always puts a big feast on the table. Sometimes Grandpa looks worried. I was worried about having enough food to go around. He worries the most on the 4th of July when we do fireworks. Grandpa likes to ask me, how many boyfriends do you have? I asked that. She's cutting down. She's down to 3. She had 6 last time. I tell her the more freckles she has, the more boyfriends she has. She got more freckles on. This is Lisa. Where's Lisa?
Right there.
Oh, hi, Lisa. When Grandpa plays catch, he pretends he's going to pick up ball, but he keeps kicking it instead.
How many times you said that?
With his old jokes and saying he's funny to me. When I cry, he wipes my face with a red handkerchief.
Are Chris's kids on
Wait, listen, be quiet.
What happened, Lisa? That's nice. Thank you very much.
Tell me.
That's real cute. You're a sweet girl.
Kicking the ball.
This is Diana. Where's Diana?
Right
Hi,
here.
Diana. Grandpa always tells me I have pretty teeth. Let me see it. and a movie star smile. Grandpa tells me I have a pretty birthmark. Where's your birthmark? You still got one? Ooh, it used to be on the end of your nose. What happened to it?
That's good, though.
He was looking back. Honey, you
I get
Yes.
have a seat. Have a seat.
He's gonna read yours reading stuff.
Oh! Did you?
Teresa, we found him, Teresa. Teresa's right
This
here.
is embarrassing for me to read this. I'll read it. Jacob, I think of a of a very, very nice man, very nice. He's always playing with us. He never punishes anybody. We talk about a lot about what I do in school.
He never punishes anybody.
He makes grandma do it.
You're a good boy, you let me
He doesn't make grandma do it.
Right?
Oh, this is
This is Holly's.
Where's
Holly? Where's Holly Berries?
Where is she?
Holly! Holly! Holly!
Oh, this
I have a feeling she probably hasn't walked out.
I love Grandpa because he always takes me to the store. I can't take her to the store anymore. She's on it. She's in the dietetic stuff. I have to go look in the diet department now.
There's two girls over there.
He always asks me, "What are you having for dinner tonight?" I always tell him, "Pizza and spaghetti."
That's right.
Pizza and spaghetti. He always laughs when I say that. I remember all the times I got to curl up in his lap. She's 87, isn't that so? This is David.
We got Teresa and David. This is you. Teresa should have been next, but we got.
Okay. We got Teresa next.
You already read Hollis? Oh.
Well, let's see. David says, "Well, he's nice." He says, "Come on, David, let's go to the store." Sometimes he pushes me on the hammock.
Piece of biscuit. Piece of biscuit.
Teresa, when I get hurt, he always says, "What's the matter, Teresa?" He wears,
No frosting on
he
you.
wears his shirt, his pants, and his slippers. I better have something on him.
No frosting.
Did you read that, Teresa? Okay, thank you,
With
Teresa.
bread rice.
Heidi. Grandpa lets me sit on his lap, and he brings me things when he comes to my house. Grandpa even gives me ice cream off his plate and fork.
Who is that?
Heidi.
You know what my grandfather used to do? He used to feed the dog and the kids off the same fork. Yeah, he's good.
Laurie said it took her about an hour to get this out of Georgie, but he actually said all this.
Grandpa loves Daddy. He hates him.
He
Takes him to park to play ball. He takes me and Joseph too. Georgie said that?
It took a while.
It took about an hour to get him to say it, Dad.
You really said that?
Yeah.
This is Teddy.
Grandpa
little
loves
Teddy.
her daddy.
I don't know, he brings me animal cookies and I go and eat carrots in Grandpa's garden. He had a radish today and spit it out.
I always remember.
It gets me, oh yeah, I got fries at McDonald's.
Teddy.
Little Teddy. Baby little Teddy. The granny kid. Look at they over 59. Well, I'll tell you kids, you kids are the greatest kids in the world. Boy, I'll tell you. Of course, I had a little help over there. Just gonna read this out loud? Well, see, she calls me honey when she's not mad at me. She calls me by my first name.
That's about one day out of the month.
She calls me by my first name, I'm green, problem. I got a problem. There's a great bunch of kids, aren't they? This book was all their own idea and words. And with a little encouragement, work from Marianne.
Just a little.
There was a lot of encouragement.
A lot of encouragement. We all got kicked.
Remember, you've always said, you can't buy respect, you have to earn it. And you did. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody.
You can read the rest of it with her at home when you're alone.
Yeah, I'll do it. Thank you very much.
You're the greatest.
I know I got that from that too.
Thank you,
Who did this?
Marianne did everything, Dad. Marianne put the whole thing.
She carried the whole book.
I said it before and I'll say it again, kids. And all you kids. When Mommy went to the hospital and got you guys, she picked out the best ones.
Got you guys.
So she got the best ones. And I read his book, and in it he said, you never judge a man by how much money he's got. You judge him by what kind of a family he's got. And you kids are the greatest.
That means you're the greatest, right?
That
means you're okay, Dad. That's right. Yeah, don't you know that
By what kind of a family he's got, what kind of a family he's raised.
Give your plate to Daddy.
Where's that other half of the ball? Did you get the box?